the farmlands of America, where the seeds of work ethic are sown and a belief in earning everything you get comes to full bloom and is commonplace. And for the Aggies that run these lands, nothing gets them more riled up than squaring off against another set of Aggies. Glad to have you with us from Maverick Stadium in Logan, Utah, home to the Utah State Aggies. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the New Mexico State Aggies, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Utah State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pye. And the Aggies ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll start the return inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Aggies offense will have the first possession of the game. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The kick is on its way. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Aggies offense will take the field for the first time. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment, too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program, knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quick strike complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. To the air on 1st down. Looking down the middle. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Finding an escape route. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Aggies are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the 1st down. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, New Mexico State. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13.
Utah State, 0.
And he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Look out, he's got room. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Utah State up-tempo. All right, guys, let's chat a little Utah State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Off to the races to the right. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. Turning it on. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. He's up to 51 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. To the air on 2nd down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll throw it. Working that left side now. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And the try is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. He wants to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires left. Takes the grab. It's Durant. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with...
He's going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Let's see what he can do with it. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. He turns that loose down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. He's piled up 65 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quickly to the flat wide receiver screen. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Utah State up-tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter. New Mexico State has the lead, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
3rd down coming up.
He'll try the right side. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Creates a little room. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
From the red zone, looking for a space. It's on target and complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Caught behind the line, it's Smith. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to throw again. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a colossal top 5 matchup. Let's fill you in on what's going on. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Georgia. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees call it.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Utah State up-tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He's got it on the right. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Still running at the 40. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's got some space.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. From the gun, running back gets to give. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll close the gap to 14.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Utah State up-tempo. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Trying to set up the screen. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He's now up to 66 yards rushing already here in the 1st half. It's a season opener, but he's in mid-season form. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
The deep thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Now they'll run the draw. Steamrolls his way ahead. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the tailback. There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Good enough for a first down.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running.
Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And the Aggies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team at Maverick Stadium.
Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Aggies come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Durant. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
To the ground. He's got it again. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Utah State up-tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They're working that left side. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Punt is on its way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And that's good enough for a first down.
He leaves it with his back. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. They'll give it to him again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Pulls it and fires to the left. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quarterback on the keeper. Quarterback gets the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Tight end now in motion. Rides to back and leaves it. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Aggies! And the route is on.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a top-5 battle with enormous ramifications all across football. Here's the latest. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by a field goal over Georgia. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top-5 matchup you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to fire on second down. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Fires to the right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it on? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Good enough for a first down.
Right back to the well. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll send 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Rudolph. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico State. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got his man, makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's Gomez. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. Running through contact. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Motion from the back. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30.
Of 16. And first down for the offense.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Utah State 3.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. On the move, it's Rudolph. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give on the option. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20.
Utah State 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The play action fake. Grabbed in the middle, it's Connors. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Back to throw, it's McCutcheon. looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. He'll keep it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, looking to pass. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. Offense in a bunch formation. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff to the single running back. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Fresno State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking for his man. Got him in the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team.
Return goes out of bounds.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
First down for the offense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. unloads it left. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looking for a man. It's McCutcheon. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the 1st down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. With the clock running, this should be the final play. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.